Good morning, Aries. Welcome back to Tarot with Kat. I'm Kat, and this is going to be your weekly reading for the week of December 1st through December 8th. Welcome. We're now in Sag season, and also we have just entered a very powerful, what they call a water trine, and it's a grand water trine with Saturn Saturn has been in retrograde for a while, and she's finally coming back into coming back direct with a couple other big planets causing this huge water trine. I don't want to go into it because I won't explain it correctly. I'll make a mistake. But I do know it's the kind of event that astrologers wait for their entire lives. It's the kind of thing that hasn't happened like in human history, kind of a deal. Opening huge like transformative portals and things and affecting all of us. So astrologically speaking, it's a huge and rare event, and it's particularly going to affect water signs a lot. They're going to feel it the most. So yeah, our Cancers, Scorpios, and Pisces are really going to feel stuff starting now. Saturn went direct on November 27th, just a few days ago. And so, yeah, here we are. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say for you this week, Aries, shall we? So, gosh, I've got a whole bunch of decks out here. I did a special impromptu reading for Thanksgiving for everybody. I hope you saw it. If you didn't, maybe you'll go check it out on my channel. But I took out a lot of different decks. And so I think today we're going to use my old traditional Rider-Waite deck. I hate that it doesn't have Pamela Pixie's name on the deck. I hate that. But I want to use this deck for a change. So this is going to be the reading for Aries. Let's do this. This is the reading for Aries for the week of December 1st through December 8th. All right, Aries. Let's get you for this week. So you are coming up, Aries, as the Magician. What a beautiful card this week. Manifestation. Not surprising this week. A crossing you is your challenge, obstacle, or awareness. An Ace of Wands. Down here in your subconscious tool shed, Aries, another major arcana, the Emperor. Stepping out of the immediate past here, we've got a King of Wands. Above us in our crown, a Three of Wands. Lots of wands. So far, just two major arcana and a lot of wands. Stepping into the immediate future, mid-December. Stepping into a Four of Cups scenario. You and your environment this week, Aries, are feeling like a King of Cups. And your environment around you is handing you a Six of Swords. In your fears and outcomes section, another major arcana, the Chariot. And then final potential outcome up here, another major arcana, Strength, 7 and then 8. Oh my gosh. What an amazing, first of all, what an amazing, beautiful spread. Let's check out, okay, before I do that, let me pull a confirmation card. I'm losing my place here. So I am going to put this here. I don't have enough room on this table for all my decks to be here at the same time. But a major arcana. Wow, that looks crazy. Okay, let me get our confirmation card before anything else. We will pull it from our holographic deck. I was going to choose a different deck, but we'll use our holographic deck for our clarification or confirmation card, which we'll keep hidden until the end of this reading. Okay. All right. This week I'm doing my videos a little differently. I have some other productions I'm doing, so I won't be editing my videos with like usually when I go into post editing, I put a picture of each card as I go into my explanation and stuff, but I'm going to keep these short and sweet. I'm going to upload the raw reading. I hope you guys are familiar with the images on the cards because I won't be showing them up close this week. Please let me know in the comments if that makes, I don't know. I'm deciding whether to keep that part or not. I imagine when I go into my open my member section and I do some more in-depth readings, I'll put more into the post-production time I put into those, but I've got a lot of other projects going on. Anyway, wow, Aries. Okay, first off, you are coming up as the Magician. The first major arcana, number 1. Here you're crossed by a 1, so 1s are just brand new inception. Hasn't even begun to... It hasn't even been... The egg hasn't even been fertilized yet, really, but there's something going on. And the Magician he's got all the tools at his disposal, and it's manifestation. It's literally that moment, the moment of transmission from heaven to earth is what the Magician is. And it's at a time when you're going in and creating something just brand new. That's a beautiful card to be represented by. You're crossed as your challenge, obstacle, or awareness. I believe it's awareness by this Ace of Wands. So wands are fire, passion, can also be higher learning. It's following your passion. So this is a brand new thing coming your way in terms of your passions in life. Ace of Wands to be very aware of, which is, okay, so you're sitting, so look at all these 4s. Kings are stability. They link with the Emperor, which is the 4th major arcana. So they're very stable, strong cards, all about building structure. All about building structure and moving forward. Kings. And you've got kings everywhere. You've got the Emperor below you in your subconscious, first of all, Aries, which is basically all 4 kings combined. This Emperor here. Okay? He's also dressed in red, so he's action. He's about taking action toward forward progress. A lot of orange and yellow in the card, more orange than yellow. Yeah. So he's structure, discipline, rules. Yeah. So you've got that in your subconscious as part of you. You've got, like the Magician card indicates, with all of the tools, he is all 4 kings. So mastery and in control of all 4 realms. So you're stepping out of this King of Wands situation in the recent past in November. And that is you, I see, looking to the future. I see this as your energy, looking toward the future, toward following some passion that you want to follow. You want to do this thing now, and you have been focused on that in the month of November and recent months, I would say. So look at crowning you, more wands. This is action, movement. The 3 of Wands is change. So you want to change. This is in your ideal. It's in your crown. So he's looking out. He's planted 2 of the wands and he's holding the other staff and he's looking where to go next on his journey. And 3s are change. So you're looking at continuing this journey toward this pursuit of this passion of yours, Aries. And that's in your crown. Change, and maybe even a move. Maybe I see travel. I see maybe a change of home location. So you got the 1s here, and then you got the 2s, and then you got the 4s. Interesting that you have another 4. You've got a ton of 4s here. You're stepping into a 4 in mid-December, which is the 4 of Cups. He's sitting there. He's got 3 full cups. The cloud is offering him another one, and he's crossing his arms. He's going, nah, I don't think so. No. I think for us, for where it's located and what's happening right now energetically, because sometimes that's a card of warning to be grateful, to appreciate what's being handed to you. But usually that's when it's handed, usually that's when it's in the crown, or, where it is in terms of this reading. I see it's more you not settling. And so you're going to step into a situation where you're going to be offered something that you feel is not good enough. So don't settle. Because look at you. You down here in your environment this week, first week of December, you are the King of Cups. You're feeling King of Cups energy. Remember that the tarot is genderless, so this just means King of Cups energy, and that is there. He's got his toe in the water, totally in touch with his emotions and his intuitions, creativity. He is emotional connection, nurturing, but forward, future facing, looking toward the future. And that's how you're feeling. You're looking toward the future, and you're also feeling very emotionally connected this week, Aries. Your environment around you is giving you this beautiful Six of Swords, okay? So we've got some cups and lots of wands here. So we've got water, fire and water. Not surprising, let's have fire and water. But here we have some swords, but this card has a lot of water in it too. They're in a boat crossing this water, okay? And sixes are coming back into balance again. And so you're being ferried across after some turbulence and battling and difficult things. You're finally getting ferried across to the other side safely with company. It's important to pay attention that you're not alone. You got people with you, and that's what your environment's going to be handing you this week. So even though it's swords, which is thoughts, it's more like legal actions and things like that, the Six of Swords has a huge connection to water and cups and that connection to people. So wow. So look at this progression. So you've got all these kings, which are the stable four, moving forward toward your passion. You got the three up here in ideal, which is change. Embrace that change. You got a four here being offered something that's not good enough. Stand firm. Because then look here, you've got a six, then you step into the seven in your hopes and fears, which is the Chariot. I'm sure it's your hopes. You're hoping to press forward. You're hoping to keep charging on now, like the Chariot. And you do that. He has no actual reins in his hand in this card. Okay, he actually isn't holding any reins, but you'll notice all the opposites, the yin and the yin and the yang, the dark and the light, the sun and the moon. It's all here in this card, and because it's an energy flow thing. I'm a school teacher as well, and annually I teach on energy and magnetism, and we do these cool things and experiments about energy flow. And once you get it going, if you understand how like batteries work and the positive, negative end, and how flow works. Pushing forward, the Chariot is all about current, and it's about pressing forward by balancing the positive and the negative, the yin, the yang. That's how you progress forward energetically with that balance. And then you go to the 8 as your beautiful final potential outcome. You have our 8th major arcana, which is strength. The Strength card, which is gorgeous. And it's strength of just pure will. It's not brute strength. It's not violence. It's not fear. It's not controlling anything through fear or anything like that. She's dressed in white, which is purity. Yeah, so it's a beautiful major arcana. And look at the beautiful progression. You are this magician manifesting this thing you're passionate about. You feel very firm and secure in your way. You got all the kings in below you in the Emperor, but you've also got reinforced the King of Wands, King of Cups. You're getting through safely through all this stuff that we've been going through with all these planets in retrograde and all this. You're hoping for the Chariot to press forward by balancing things out, and your final outcome is strength. Beautiful reading this week, Aries. I love it. What do you suppose the confirmation card could be? Another king, any of the, I just really don't know, but I'm so curious to find out. So let's see. A 5 of Cups. Okay. Well, here we are in this progression, right? You've got the 4 of Cups. Here's the 5 of Cups. And then you get to the 6. So that fits nicely in this story because okay, so 5 of Cups, he's crying over spilt milk. Their 5s are negative. They're off-putting, they're off-balance. So it's a card of loss and focusing on your losses, which is not what you want to do because you're progressing to the 6, 7, 8. So I think this is a final clarification card for you with this 5 of Cups to not cry over spilt milk. This card literally, if you could see it, there's a river. These 3 cups are spilled. He's staring down, going boo-hoo, crying over the spilled cups. There's 2 full cups behind him. And then there's a river flowing by him under a bridge. Literally water under the bridge. So do not waste your time in that energy of water under the bridge. I don't think you are. I really don't. Because look at you. King, Emperor energy, which is beautiful. So I hope to see you back here next week. If you haven't smashed that subscribe button, do that now. My first 500 are going to get a free membership to my channel. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you next week, Aries.